I gotta start a new painting, and like always, I'm having a hard time getting started. So I try to get myself inspired by. I was gonna do a Alien, like Aliens, the franchise, Geiger style art, H.R. Geiger, one of my favorite artists. So I got a bunch of. Let me show you this first. I found this today. I It was like nostalgic '80s looking notebook. This is from 1994, 35 years ago or more, 38 years ago. It's hard to believe that was from 38 years ago, but I had to have it because it looked so nostalgic. No writing in it. I was hoping there'd be somebody's daily routine in there from that long ago. But anyway, for my sci-fi inspiration, I got all these today at the only 25 cents for all these books. 25 cents for really good art to help inspire me. This one was one of my favorites. This is kind of like uh, sort of like Geiger, but this is more like Brom style. He may have even painted this. Um, Brom, Brom. That's his last name. I forget what his first name is, but it's kind of like the stuff I want to try to paint. And this is another one of my favorites. It reminds me of Aliens, like a scene out of Aliens. Only 25 cents for this book. Like, this is the ship that's going through space. Like at the beginning of any Aliens movie, the ship flying through lonely space till they get to the planet with all the dangerous aliens on it. And so I had to have that one. That was going to inspire me. And I like this dark figure on this one. Landscape and this dark robot. Probably put something like, I'm going to try to combine all these images on all these book covers to make one painting. Kind of like a sci-fi Emerald City. All these flying cars. Weird creatures in there. Or humans with what's that word? Ecto a metallic suit on. That would be a good painting. Kind of a hellish theme there. Keep going. I'm just trying to do stuff to avoid the actual painting, so try to get myself to. I like the landscape on this one. I like sci-fi stuff where the main object is like centered in the middle. It's kind of easy stuff to do as far as artwork wise. And the spaceship is centered in there with an easy landscape in the background. That would just be a good painting to do by itself. And this one was hard to notice the detailed artwork down here at the bottom. A bunch of rats, city rats, at the bottom there, and this young steampunk-looking girl. What's this over here? Some Abandoned crashed vehicle. I guess that's a science fiction. Oh, here's a nuclear barrel of some such, whatever. So, and this one, I liked all the misty background, and then whatever that is back, that building back there shooting at a ray. 25 cents. It's a lot of inspiration for 25. What's how many books I got? 15 bucks. So what you like $4, $5 for all this? Another good image to paint. Metallic Bugman. And this robot bash his head in with that gun. He wasn't going to just shoot him. He's got to bash his head and would use it as a hammer. I don't even remember why I wanted this one, but I guess the landscape's pretty good. And he's a centered, yeah, I guess because I wanted to do like portrait kind of paintings with a centered figure. An easy landscape background. Any science fiction artworks that have a lot of mist in them I'm drawn to. He's shooting at something. They don't show what he's shooting at. Star Corpse. I guess that guy is the Star Corpse. Or Star Corps, like military corpse, I guess, because these guys look kind of military. At first I thought they were talking about like a zombie corpse or something like that. That's my inspiration. I was going to try to paint without, stopping the camera, but I don't think I have the time right now because it's late in the day. And I try to start painting at like 4 p.m. is my cutoff. And if I don't start painting by then, it gets harder and harder. Like 5 p.m. is okay to start, I guess. And then once 6 o'clock rolls around, I just don't want to, it's just too late in the day. I want to do other things. All I want to do is sit back and watch my videos on my phone. So, and I was listening to Aliens podcast. Aliens the movie is like the book version, or is an audio book on YouTube. And I was gonna listen to that while I painted, but I guess I can't talk when I'm listening to that. But I'm gonna try to do a bunch of artworks that just have like a music playing over them and videos, so I can listen to something to help me through it. And then another thing, I don't know if that's gonna work. I gotta have like a TV visual to get me going. I painted. That was a real success for me. One time I was having trouble getting myself going, so I turned on the TV and there was that movie Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton movie, Johnny Depp, and so I watched that and it got me really inspired to painting. So I started painting while I was watching the movie, which is pretty hard to do because all you want to do is sit and watch the movie. you don't want to do any work while you're doing that. But I had already seen the movie before, so and I remember it not being so good. So I said, this is this is a good thing to help keep my inspiration up. So I was watching that and I was painting. I got like a whole bunch of little paintings done while I was watching that. And the movie, and I was actually enjoying the movie too. It was actually better than I thought it was. And it was actually a really good experience. So I'm just going to get my computer set up in here, maybe where this microwave is, and put my computer monitor up there and get a bunch of science fiction or fantasy movies going. And I'll trick myself into working while I'm watching TV, because I just don't think I can do anything else unless I'm watching something. Like I spend a lot of time watching stuff when I'm at home on my phone or whatever on YouTube, and it's hard to get myself to pull away from that and to delve into work. It's like a good analogy is like you're on a cliffside and there's a tightrope going off over a big chasm, from the cliff, and you got to walk out onto that tightrope. Once you're out there, all you want to do is run back to the land to safety. That's kind of like what painting is for me. It's hard to get myself to go on that tightrope, and once I'm out there, all I want to do is run back to my phone, and get on YouTube. So a remedy for that is to just have a TV set up over here, and just like watch movies. Start watching movies that aren't all that great. If the movie's too good, you can't do anything else but watch the movie. So I'm gonna get there's so many bad movies being made these days. It's pretty safe to say that I can find a whole bunch of so movies that are fantasy or whatever, and just watch that and feel confident in just painting while I'm watching that without the movie being too good, so I don't get too focused on that, and I can get work done while I'm watching a movie. So in essence, I'm tricking myself into getting some work done, basically. But like I said, I plan to start painting after I showed you these books and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Just kind of telling you about my plan for tomorrow. That's what I'm going to try. So have a good evening.